MTGME, this is Charles, and today we're going to be looking at the Ruthless Regiment Commander 2020 deck. Alright, let's go. So the Commander 2020 decks were released kind of alongside Ikoria, and they share some thematic similarities with those decks. So for example, one of the decks has Mutate in it. There's some other stuff mechanically in here. Let me just open this real quick. Okay, so yeah, so they're thematically similar to Ikoria. They were pushed the release back to have it alongside Ikoria, or they announced that their release was going to be closer. Normally the Commander decks are released later in the summer. So interestingly, in previous years I've been able to pre-order these at quite a low price. It was a little bit harder this year. I think I paid still a reasonable price, about $160, $169, which is pretty close to what basically the old MSRP would have been on these. They're roughly $35 a deck. So I do like to buy the Commander decks every year. I just like to have copies of the Commander cards as options and play a little bit with these decks as they're pre-constructed. It's just kind of fun. And I like to video them not only for content for you, but in case something weird happens with my product. So very rarely has that happened in the past. Here, let me rip this plastic real quick. I can only think of one case where I opened a product and there was substantially something missing, and it was actually an entire booster pack. And the video, I'm sure Wizards would have helped me out anyway, but the video was very helpful in convincing them that, in fact, I had literally just missed an entire booster pack in a box for some reason. Okay, so let's look at the cards. So there are 17 new cards for each of these Commander decks, and that includes 3 Commanders, star, caveat. It includes 2 Commanders and a set of partner Commanders. Excuse me. Oh, this one's actually dinged. It's the first time that's happened. It's not too bad, though. Okay, so we start off with Jarina Kudrow. So this is the one that comes as the oversized card, so it's the principal commander for the deck. Here's an alternate one. It's part of the 99, Kelsey the Plague. And then we have our partner commanders. So we have Trin, Champion of Freedom, who partners with Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. Cat Nightmare, Human Soldier. So they have mechanics that'll interact with each other, just kind of neat. Of course, a bunch of double-sided tokens relevant to the deck. I like the double-sided tokens. I like to throw them in the commander box and use those just in general in Commander. Just they're more flexible. They've got 2 different things on the sides. So let's look at our more common lands package here. So Bajuka Bog, we've got Boros Garrison, Command Tower, Myriad Landscape, Nomad Outpost, Orzhov Basilica, Path of Ancestry. So this is interesting. It suggests a tribal theme in this deck. Carnarium, Temple of the False God, Unclaimed Territory, once again a tribal card. And then this is my stickler point. I think I mentioned it in some other videos. I will mention it once again. I'm not a huge fan of them using the cards from the non-command. Oh, what the heck is that? There's like something moist in my set for some reason. It's like, I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of like oil or something between these 2 cards. I'll just set them aside. I don't want to like contaminate anything else with them. But regardless, I'm not a big fan of not having the commander specific set symbol on all the cards. Like, I understand it's one, thematically associated with the release of the set, but 2, it's probably a cost saving measure. Like, they're already printing those cards. They don't need to resubmit or reprint the art on the sheets for these. But from my perspective, I personally prefer having commander specific basic lands for the deck, and then I generally try to use those in my commander decks, or when I sell singles, they tend to command a little bit more of a premium, particularly if the artist is well loved. So I kind of missed that those are there. I hope Wizards goes back to including them. In any event, let's look at the rares and stuff in the box, and we'll start off with the ones that are mechanically unique to this set here. I'm starting to ramble a little bit. So we got Call the Coppercoats, Flawless Maneuver. So again, this is one you can cast without mana cost if you control a commander. Verge Rangers, Species Specialists. So I'm definitely seeing a human theme here. Titan Hunter, Fireflux Squad, Frontier Warmonger, Molten Echoes. Here's an artifact, Sanctuary Blade, These are reprints. Bounty Agent, Citywide Bust, Cleansing Nova, and Dearly Departed. Frontline Medic, Increasing Devotion, Knight of the White Orchid. That's a good reprint, even though it's a reprint. Don't mind having that. Magus of the Disc, another copy of Odric. I think I saw this in one of the other Commander decks, Odric. Or maybe it was something else. Anyway, Riders of Gavany, Dahlia's Lieutenant. I'm pretty sure it was Odric now. Thraben Doomsayer, Unexpectedly Absent, Disciple of Bolus, Painful Truce. This is from Battle for Zendikar. Zaithrid Necromancer. Got a copy of Alicia Who Smiles at Death. Solid commander in their own right in this color set. Captivating Crew. Fumiko, the Lowblood. So legendary. Interesting. He says Bushido. Magus of the Wheel. Love that card. Outpost Siege. Shared Animosity. Titan of Eternal Fire. Adriana, Captain of the Guard. Crackling Doom. Here we go. Mythic Planeswalker. Nahiri the Harbinger. We've got a copy of Battlefield Forge, Painland, Exotic Orchard, Shadow Blood Ridge, meh, it's alright. Smoldering Marsh, good. Spine Rock Knoll, Windbrisk Heights, Junky Lands from Ikoria. I'll throw those aside. Bonner's Ornament, Arcane Signet, so this is a good include. Yay, thumbs up for that. Almost makes up for the lands, I think. Some signets, command spheres, more signets, Skull Clamp. Yeah, definitely Humans theme, just to draw cards off that. Soul Ring, as always. Then some more of our Ikoria cards in here. They're fine though. It's fine. If this is Banisher Priest, Zulapor Cutthroat, neat. So yeah, there's a good little theme in here of stuff going on. Ooh, Garna, that's pretty cool. Like if you sack a bunch of stuff, imagine sacking a bunch of stuff to Skull Clamp and then Garna-ing in, and then boom, get all your stuff back and terminate. So yeah, that was a quick look at this Commander deck, which is called Ruthless Regiment for Commander 2020. As I noted, my only real complaint about the deck is that they include these Ikoria cards, and for some reason, because those two cards have some sort of like stuff on them. I don't know what it is. It looks like it's mostly evaporated now. Yeah, I don't see anything left on the cards, so the cards are probably fine. But it had some sort of residue on there. But yeah, that's the deck. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.